Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Yoga in the Spirit of Health with Cindy Gray, and I'm Cindy. And I thought that what we would do today for fun and yoga learning is to enjoy and experiment a little bit with what I do in my private practice. So when I get on the mat, usually in the morning, to start my day, I like to do it on an empty stomach. I've been to the bathroom. Life is good there. And these are the moves that I do commonly. It's not planned. It's spontaneous. I just do it. So I thought perhaps you might want to join me in a private practice. If you could get a fabric tie, like I've mentioned before, a bathrobe tie belt is the best. Please, no rubber stretchy bands, no plastic bands, no belts or ties that have a metal end because they swing around and they hit you and it can hurt. So just a soft fabric tie is great. So we'll start out. Tummy's empty and you're dressed to stretch. So let's start. So we'll get onto our mats. And I'm going to try to fit as much of myself into this video, literally, that I can. My space is tight, but I love it. And I have a lot of gratitude for just being here and doing this. So we lay in Savasana to start. You're centered on your mat well. And the arms aren't on the mat. They're not out in capital T. They're just where anatomy lets them go. And the feet are soft, loose. They're not together. They're not way apart. They're just there. We'll bring our chin down. And this is Savasana. This is the beautiful Savasana. The palms are skyward. The fingers are naturally cupped. The feet are loose. The toes are happy. We'll bring our attention to our breath. And the next thing, we'll just take a breath. And the legs will come in together. Ankle bones find themselves. Feet find themselves. Hands open up wide. Drag above and across the floor. Little wiggle in the torso. Retuck that chin. Keeping the chin down. Oh, and let's stretch. Wall to wall stretch. Literally, I can feel the wall. It's nice to actually have a little push on it, but ideally you wouldn't feel the wall. Oh, the toes are pointed. Pull our belly in, arch the back, a natural curvature of the spine. Keeping the shoulder blades down. Let the elbows point out slightly. Feel that. Deep breath in again. Stretch the arms as straight as you can. If they don't come together, just bring them as close as you can. They may be out here. It doesn't matter. Just breathe and stretch long. First stretch of the morning. So we are straightening out our spine after sleeping. Another deep breath and exhale in place. Nice deep breath, keeping the legs unmoved. We're going to drag the arms down. And just envision you're laying on a beach or in the snow and you're making snow angels. Do a couple of snow angels. Next time they come down, we're going to make circles. Rotate which hand is on top. And then we'll land in Savasana. Feet are loose. Another deep breath. One leg comes up, foot finds the floor, other leg follows. Keeping that chin down. Deep breath in on the exhale. Push the mid-back into the floor and lift the rear end slightly off the floor. Real deep breath. Exhale, bringing it down. Let it rock away so that the belly lifts. Another breath. Exhale, bringing it back up and back down. Rocking the spine. And then we'll just pause, a little wiggle. I do a lot of wiggling. Nice deep breath. One leg comes up, grasp it from under the knee. Other leg comes up. Little wiggle. Shoulders wiggle. Rear end wiggles. And we'll pause. And we'll bring the legs together and firm. We'll bring the elbows down. It's kind of like rabbit pose, but upside down. The rabbit would be on our knees with our forehead on the floor. Real deep breath. Exhale. Bring the face up. Squeezing all the areas that can squeeze. Deep breath, head comes down. Flattening the feet, spreading the knees apart. Reach through the legs, scoop through. Get a hold of the big toes with the index and middle fingers. Happy baby. Keeping the chin down. And we'll just rock. You can do this at the end of the day too, before you go to bed. A nice way to help you go to sleep. And just feel where you feel it. And we'll pause and we'll clap our feet together. Applause, applause. And then we'll kick. There goes my knee. Knees start creaking. And we'll pause. We'll put them together. We'll release. We'll lower them down. Knees are wide apart. Little butterfly wings. The bottoms of the feet, the soles of the feet come together. I love that the feet are called the soles of the feet. Another deep breath. We'll pause and then the hands will slowly rise up. Rising up, you can envision you have a big soap bubble right between your hands and you're going to squeeze that bubble. Squeezing that bubble, pulling the belly down toward the floor. The spine reaches for the floor. Kind of a little tilt in the pelvis. Tighten your rear end. Put emphasis in the legs spreading down. Exhale, relax the pelvis. Relax the knees. Cross the arms over. Doesn't matter which one's on top. Give yourself a squeeze. Another deep breath. Exhale through the arms. Nice deep breath, crossing the arms the other direction, other arm leads rather. Soften your toes. Soften your feet. Eyebrows are soft. Next time you take a deep breath in, let the belly get full. Lift the belly, pooch it out, a little arch in the lower back, pausing. On the next exhale, lower the back. Again, the middle of the back reaches for the floor, the belt line area, kind of below the belly button, really. Another breath. Exhale, get soft. And the arms will reach up. They come back down into Savasana arms, retuck the chin, and the feet will find the floor. Legs came together naturally. Nice deep breath, left leg goes up. Anywhere you feel bunchy, rearrange yourself. Right foot is flat, right toes are aimed toward the opposite side. We're going to swing that left leg over the right thigh. Just let it dangle. Let it dangle. Take a new breath. On the exhalation, slowly let both legs drop to the right. Right hand comes up, takes a hold of that top left leg. Get a little grip on there and a gentle pull till that elbow finds the mat.
Oh, and just look over that left shoulder. You're on the side of your right foot. You have the inside of your left foot on the mat. You're squeezing, twisting. Start every day with freshly squeezed organs, because this squeezes all the organs in the torso. The colon loves this. Everything loves this. Let's take that left arm, bring it up, circle it around. Let's do a couple back strokes. Feeling that ball and socket joint in that left shoulder. Like the hips of the upper body, we'll switch directions. Do a couple more that way. One more time, backwards, opening the chest. Deep breath, let it release onto the floor. Oh. Nice deep breath. Right hand releases and just push that knee up. Oh. Right foot flattens. Little wiggle in the hipsters. Oh. Deep breath in, up goes that left leg. Oh. Point and flex. And down it goes. Lines up with the right leg. Hello. Life is good. Take a new one. Up goes that right leg. Oh, nice, good stretch. Real deep breath, slowly draping it over the left leg. Find a happy spot. Deep breath in, slowly dropping both legs toward the left. Your left hand comes up, gets a hold of that leg, gives it a good pull. And you're on the outside of your left leg, left foot. You're on the inside of the right foot. Oh. And just get a good grip and twist. Oh. Deep breath in, bring the vision back to the sky. Right arm comes up. A back stroke and a big wide circle. Ball and socket joint of the shoulder. They love this. Rotator cuff loves this. Just do what you can do. We'll switch directions. We'll do a front stroke. Every time it goes forward, you squeeze the lymph nodes in the armpit. And one more time, we'll go back. Doing a backstroke. Leave it on the floor. Take a new breath. Exhale, just slowly, nice and slow. Repositioning that left foot. Right foot goes up. A little point and flex. A little point and flex. Oh. On the exhale, that knee bends. We'll straighten it out. You are back in Savasana. I can feel I'm off my mat, but that's all right. We're going to reach down and take our tie. Find the center of your tie. We'll slip the left foot in. Got the tie in just the left hand only. Find a happy place for the back of your skull. Everything's nice. Nice deep breath in. Up goes that left leg. Wrap it around just enough. Oh, to extend it up. Get the back of that left arm is on the floor. Right hand is soft and just laying there. Right leg's soft. It's off duty. You got the tie also above the arch, below the ball of the foot. Oh. And we're just going to bend and straighten. Nice flat foot. You can envision that you've got a big book on your foot or a box. Just little movements in that knee, actually, just baby movements. Pulling in the belly. Another deep breath in. We'll pause, we'll release that grip a bit. Down she goes to the floor, back and forth. Left thumb to left shoulder, keeping that left hip in line. Not swinging it out or anything, you're just straight in line. Stretching that hamstring like a human rubber band. Keep these things moving. Oh, Next time you swing it up, leave it up. Shorten the grip, retuck the chin, right side's off duty. Another deep breath. On the exhale, out to the left it goes, gluing that right shoulder down. And then we'll do some tiny, tiny taps of the left pinky toe. Just tiny taps. Whoop. My tummy wants breakfast. Nice deep breath. We'll pause movement. Swing it up. Right hand grabs it. So the opposite hand grabs it. Keep going. But bend the right leg as much as you want. Pull that left foot over, looking over your left shoulder. If you want to go more deeply, you can reach down, take a hold of that foot, give it a good squeeze, or not. Tell your right hip to relax, the right buttock cheek. Tell it to soften and relax. Nice deep breath coming out on an exhale. You can see we've done a 180 here. Right leg is straight. Get a nice grip on it. Nice grip on the thigh, not the right leg. Another breath. Exhale. Up it goes. Right hand will join it. Head will come off the floor. We'll bend the knee. We'll give it a good pull in. Exhale, everything slowly feeds through the hands. We'll drop that left leg, drop the thigh on your belly, plop into Savasana. Feel the difference between sides of your hips. Left hip is open for business. We're going to reach down, take the thigh, slip in the right foot, pull out the left, adjust it. You want it above the arch, below the ball. Right hand only, left side's off duty. Left hand is just laying there. Left leg is soft. Another deep breath. Up goes that right leg. Once it's up, you'll know if you have it above the arch. Definitely want it above the arch. We'll take a good grip of that, but bring the elbow down. Sometimes just 2 fingers worth of a wrap is all it takes. And just relax for a moment. Nice deep breath, and we'll begin to kick the sky. Just little kicks. Left hand is soft. Left foot is soft. Little bending and straightening. Ideally, you want to do it the same amount as you did the last side, but I don't like counting things other than my blessings. So I usually do it 5-ish, maybe 10-ish, depends on how much time I've got, but just a few of those. And then we'll pause, release it, bring it back up, or bring it down rather, and up and down, puppet leg. Right thumb toward right elbow, keep it in line, stretching the hamstrings. And the calf. It's very good for the heels. It's very good for the health of your feet, actually, to do this. And next time we get it to the sky, we'll leave it there. We'll shorten the grip. We'll take a new breath. On the exhale, out to the right it goes. And bring it out as far as you can, safely, straightening the right knee as much as possible, but not stringently, not too much. And then the little taps. We'll knock on the door or the floor over there. Little taps with the right pinky toe. Another deep breath. Exhale, swing it up. Left hand takes it, right hand releases. Bend that left knee. Bringing that right foot over. Right arm reaches out. And looking over that way, stretching the left side of the neck a little bit. Just gentle stretch and then a twist. Make sure that right shoulder tries to go down and twist the belly. Squeeze the belly. We're doing a detox here. We'll take a new breath. Exhale. We'll look back to the sky, swinging that right leg up. Right hand takes it. New breath. One more time. Out to the side it goes. That hip is nice and open. Take a new breath. Back to the sky she goes. Left hand grabs it. Both hands are there. I like to wiggle my upper back for some reason. Oh, and we'll just bring the face up. Just bring that face up. Oh. Always breathing. And we'll bring it back down to the floor. We'll pause. So you've landed in Savasana, but your hips are nice and open. Shoulders are happy. Oh, ankles are happy. Let's slip that left foot in the tie. Sometimes you can take 2 ties and tie them together. Then you have really long ones, especially if you're tall. So we'll bend the knees and kind of heel, 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 heel. Baby steps up. A little wiggle in the rear end. Again, tie is in the upper part of the foot. Oh. Flatten the feet. Ooh, and push. And push. Oh. Next time you go up, we'll stay up. We'll release some of our grip. We'll spread the feet as wide as they can get. Wide as they can get. Flatten the toes or flatten the feet. Aim the toes towards your face. Kick your heels toward the sky. May not look like that's what I'm doing, but that's what I'm feeling. And you want to know how you're feeling. Feel it up the back of your legs. Pull the belly in. Nice new breath. Slowly bring them back to center. Wrap around. And we'll swing up. A little rocking if you can. If you can't, just keep trying. Sooner or later, you will be able to. And back to center we go. And we will come back to the center here. And find a happy place. You can also end this with a nice long Shavasana where you're laying down flat, like how we started. So it's nice to end the class with Shavasana. But I'm going to close right here for now. I invite you to really focus on the breath. Observe your pulse. Observe how your breath feels. Are you feeling in any place that needs to be tweaked? Just a little tweak. Remember, if you have a hard time sitting cross-legged like this, take 2 blocks, put them right under your bum, sit on there, and then the knees will expand out. If you need more, use 4 blocks. Bring the attention to the spine. And with that, I'm going to close this class. And I thank you for joining me with what was kind of my private practice, how I do that. Help start the day with everything moved a bit. Helps the synovial fluid move around the joints. Make sure you stay hydrated. And with that, I'll close and invite you to enjoy more of my yoga program. Soon to have some meditations involved, and that's my next thing. But with this, I'll close. Wish you a beautiful day. Namaste.